Somebody once told me that Colombia was a country of extremes. Colombia is extremely beautiful and the people are wonderful, but there's also extreme poverty.
When we arrived in La Guajira, it was a huge culture shock. We saw people who didn't have very much. We saw a lot of Venezuelans who were escaping their situation.
We helped out at a base at La Guajira that was serving on the front lines of the refugee crisis, and they were doing all sorts of incredibly valuable things to help these people who were in need.
Basically, there was pharmacy and dentistry, doctors, and then there was a kids area. There was a pool that they built, and just seeing the kids there play in it because they've never seen a pool before, and they had so much fun.
There's this little girl who came up to me and Kaylin, and she said, my sibling is dying, like, we need help, can you please come and help us? So then we bring her to Claudia. Claudia talks to her and then kind of explains to the girl that you need to come back tomorrow and go see the doctors that we have here. Claudia gave the girl a bottle of water and a little bit of medication in order to keep that little girl's sibling alive just for a few hours until it was the next day so that she could get proper treatment. They're so used to seeing people get sick and kind of die off, and that was the most impactful thing for me.
Many of the kids, they would come up to me and they would ask me for water or for food, and that's all they wanted. They just wanted water and food, and that was really sad to see because I've never experienced anything like that.
You know, I thought leaving the base would have made me feel hopeless or sad, and although I was upset because I wanted to stay there and do more help, I have hope because I know that there are people like the amazing people we met on that base who are stepping up to help.
After this, we went to Coca Cabana, where we helped a church that's 7 months old.
Here, we're able to work more with the churches. We're teaching English to families and to kids.
We taught Sunday school, and that was really fun. I made lots of little friends. One thing that stood out to me was seeing how everybody had so much joy here.
It's just to see like how other people in the world live and how it's so different compared to how we live.
One of the things we weren't planning to do this trip, but I got to do anyways, was we got to go to this orphanage in Santa Elena. There was about 20 girls ages 3 to 13 who had come from these incredibly difficult situations in their lives, abuse and neglect and just these hard places, and they had a new home here at this orphanage where they were taken care of. As much as it broke my heart to know that there were these kids going through these situations, I left confident in them. These girls were being raised to be confident, to speak up for themselves. They were passionate, they stood their ground, they advocated for themselves. And as much as they were fun and loving and they just wanted to go run around and laugh and play games, they also had a little bit of fire inside of them. And I just had this feeling that I was looking at this batch of girls who were going to be the future leaders of Colombia, who were going to go on to do amazing things with their lives because they'd been given a second chance.
I'm so glad I made this choice to come on this trip. It was something that I cherished that we did, and I was happy to do it with my wife and my youngest daughter.
I came primarily on this trip because I wanted to learn how to serve. I didn't quite know what it meant to serve. And so, you know, I can't think of a better way to learn than to come to Colombia and be with other people who have been moved by the Spirit to come and felt a calling to come that will always stick with me. And I'm sure I will come again.